Max, I know we joke about this, but in all seriousness, in your opinion, is this the beginning of the cliff you've talked about for Tom Brady?
Well, I thought we saw the beginning of the cliff in the Super Bowl last year, and then he had the greatest second half anyone has ever seen. The cliff is coming. Be certain of that. It will happen exactly when I told you it was going to happen. He has this year, and including this postseason, left in front of him, and then he ain't going to be Tom Brady anymore, according to the entire history of football and everyone who's ever played that position. But this is not his throwing arm. So it's impossible to say that this is the beginning of the cliff. I will say this, though. It's a result of his being sacked all the time. That didn't used to happen. Now, is that because the Patriots simply have a worse offensive line? Or is there something that's more subtle, that's harder to detect about Brady's age? And he's not getting rid of the ball as fast. Is that because Edelman and Gronk, his security blankets, are not out there, so he holds on to that ball an extra fraction of a second and doesn't make that throw and then takes the sack, as Teddy Bruschi discussed on this program last week? It may be, maybe that's what it is, but that's part of the cliff. Part of the cliff is the way your body reacts to getting hit. Part of the cliff, guys, is that when someone has an off year at a certain age, the assumption by the organization and by the player is maybe they just don't have it anymore. It all adds up, Stephen A. It could be an injury, it could be poor play, it could be a changing team, but they ain't ever the same after 41.
I don't even want to listen to you talk about the cliff anymore because you come up with different stipulations to the cliff every time we speak about it. Before he was just going to fall off a cliff only because he was age 40. Now it's as a result of getting hit and getting sacked and it's the accumulation. It's how you buy. You did not always said that.
Always.
We have that. We have the tape. They could
41
tape it.
Was the age.
They could replay it and embarrass you all the time. I'm in no mood. That's what you said. He's 40 plus, and that's it. That's it.
41 years old.
You could be 21 years old.
We heard nobody's ever been great after 41.
You don't have to reiterate it. We heard you. We heard you 1,000 times already. A
20-year-old could get hit. Only because of play.
A 20-year-old could get hit.
Time out. I actually remember exactly. It was this January, if we're going to go by what you originally said. It'd be this January, so he wouldn't technically make it through the playoffs, is when the cliff would hit. That's truly what it is. If we're going to hold you to it.
What I meant was the end of this season.
I
don't know. I'm not going to quibble over a few weeks. But the point is part of the cliff, and I cited studies about this, has to do with the way the body reacts to injury.
Max won a debate because his definition of winning the debate is making sure I don't make my point. No. So you got it.
Go ahead.
You got it.
Go ahead. Well, you put words in my mouth that weren't there.
11 touchdowns, 1 interception, balling. Oh, by the way, you saw the cliff coming even in the Super Bowl until the great comeback. So in other words, because you saw him slipping in the first half, oh my Lord, the cliff has arrived. Really? Really?
Let me ask you this.
He's Tom Brady. Okay.
When the cliff starts to present itself as it draws nearer, the great player spends less time being consistently great. And there were halves in this season, and when you combine that with the first half of the Super Bowl.
Did you not say it's not gradual? Did you not say that the cliff
is not about not being gradual
and you plummet?
Right.
Did you say that?
Right. But that doesn't mean there aren't underlying indicators.
Oh, so now doesn't mean there's not underlying. I got it.
Yes.
I got you. You hedged all your bets.
There's all kinds of nuance.
Maybe I should call you Spider-Man. You connect the webs everywhere and stuff like that. Make sure you can't be wrong because you take 10 sides. Okay.
The age is 41.
I got it.
That's the point, and that's what's coming.